Hello, welcome. My name is Casey, and today we are going to talk Postgres. PostgreSQL, or commonly called Postgres, is a relational management database system that uses SQL. If you've never used SQL before, it is really cool. It can do so much more than Excel can. I notice this in a lot of my own personal projects that I'm doing. I'll start working in Excel and then I'll hit a point where it can no longer handle what I'm asking it to do because I'm asking it to work with too much data. And so that, my friend, is when you move over to SQL. Why did I pick PostgreSQL as my flavor of SQL? My first flavor of SQL that I used was the Microsoft server for my first personal projects that I was doing. Eventually, I decided to put some money into my technical education, and that's when I started the Datacamp data analysis certification process. And they used the flavor PostgreSQL. Here is where I was learning PostgreSQL in Datacamp, but then in my own personal projects, I was using the Microsoft SQL Server. And so I was having to constantly look back at what is it on this flavor and what it is on this flavor, and I would get errors that I know I shouldn't get, but then I would look it up and, oh yes, I do get that error because this is this way in Postgres and it's this way in Microsoft, and it's just a lot. So to simplify my life, I went out, tried to get PostgreSQL on my computer. Now, I recently built my own computer, and so it doesn't have all of the programs that I want it to have on it. That is why I am going to take you along with me as I download PostgreSQL on my own computer, and you too can use the best flavor of SQL, PostgreSQL, for your own personal projects. Before we move into the installation, please make sure to hit that like if you're finding value in this video and you would be interested in watching more SQL stuff. Okay, so to install PostgreSQL, first thing we gotta go to is postgresql.org. Postgresql.org, please. PostgreSQL, the world's most advanced open source relational database. Fantastic, let's click on download. So there are a lot of different versions. I have Windows 10, so I'll pick Windows. And I will download the installer. I'm going to pick the most recent version because that makes the most sense. Save it into my downloads. All right, it is downloaded, so let's go ahead and open this bad boy up. Do you want to allow this app to make changes to your device? Why, yes, I would. Welcome to the PostgreSQL Setup Wizard. Next. Looks good. I've been told to not install the pgadmin this way and actually go to the pgadmin website just to make sure you're getting the most up-to-date version. Come up with a nice password. Don't forget what it is. Write it down. I'm going to write mine down right now. Next, please select the port number the server should listen on. As a beginner, I don't really know what that means, and you can just use this port. Finally! Okay, we're not going to launch this. The next step is to download the pgadmin interface. So we will go to pgadmin.org. Beautiful, we have our nice little elephants here. Click download. Here again, pgadmin most recent version. pgadmin can be installed for you only or for all users. Only for me. It's recommended that you close all other applications before continuing. Well, bummer. I'm gonna keep OBS Studio open. completed the pgadmin 4 setup wizard. Finish. This is the moment of truth. Let's see if our PostgreSQL opens up. Good thing so far. Perfect. Here is our dashboard. This is exactly what we want to see, and this makes me feel comfortable and happy. I love my little elephant. So up here at the top we have servers. If we click that open, it's going to prompt us for that password that we put in when we were installing it. Beautiful. So now it's opened up all of this stuff. I don't know what any of this is. You don't need to know necessarily what any of this is to just do very basic projects. Open up databases. We can see we have one named Postgres. Open up the schema, and down in here is where we would have our tables. All right, so very simply we can create a database. Let's create a database, and I will call this, I'll call my database Henry. Hi, Henry. We can look at the definition. Encoding, this little bugger gets me in trouble sometimes. Ugh, yeah. pgadmin makes it really easy to just click a couple buttons and create a database, create a table, add things to the table. But you can do all of that by writing the code if you're not a fan of pushing buttons. And you'll look cooler if you can do it in the code as well. So let's go ahead and save that. Boom, now I have Henry. We can open up our schemas, and we have tables. Thank you so much for sticking with me. I hope that you enjoyed learning a little bit about Postgres and figuring out how to install it on your computer. I'll see you next time.